Once upon a time, on a remote island in the middle of nowhere, two ex-gangsters, let's call them Vinny and Tony, decided to leave their life of crime behind and start anew. They had heard about this island from a friend of a friend, who promised it was a paradise untouched by civilization, where they could live out their days in peace. So Vinny and Tony packed their bags, said goodbye to the concrete jungle, and set sail for their new home. When they arrived, they were greeted by the locals, a tribe of native islanders who seemed friendly enough. They showed Vinny and Tony around, taught them how to fish and hunt, and even invited them to participate in their cultural ceremonies. At first, everything seemed perfect. Vinny and Tony were living the dream, surrounded by beauty and tranquility. But as time went on, they began to notice that the natives were playing some seriously messed up mind games with them. They would tell Vinny and Tony that they had to participate in certain rituals to prove their loyalty to the tribe. But then they would change the rules at the last minute, leaving Vinny and Tony feeling confused and betrayed. One day, Vinny and Tony had enough. They decided to take matters into their own hands and show the natives who was boss. They gathered their weapons and set the village on fire, watching as the flames consumed the huts and the villagers ran screaming. But that wasn't enough for Vinny and Tony. They wanted to make sure that the natives would never forget the lesson they had just been taught. So they rounded up the survivors and subjected them to unspeakable torture, laughing as they begged for mercy. When they were done, Vinny and Tony boarded their boat and sailed away, leaving nothing but destruction and chaos in their wake. The once peaceful island was now a smoldering ruin, and the natives were left to pick up the pieces of their shattered lives. And so ends the tale of two ex-gangsters who thought they could leave their past behind, only to find that the darkness within them was never truly gone.